Hello all, and welcome to the first installment of my new series called Writing a Novel with Me. And yes, that is a believable title. You will be watching me as I write a pretty legitimate novel. A little bit of background on me. I've been writing for about the past 8 or 9 years, but I've been storytelling since I can remember. I was always telling stories to my younger siblings, and now I get to put that in writing form. Although this isn't a novel that I actually plan on publishing, I still plan on taking it as seriously as I would a novel that I was going to publish. I did think about doing this with one of the novels I'm currently writing, but I didn't want any spoilers, so that idea was scrapped, and this idea was born. So without any further ado, welcome to episode 1. So I was trying to think about what story I was going to write, and I didn't want to use any of the ones that I actually want to publish, and I'm not in love with it. Mainly because the only idea I came up with was a romance, and if you know me. But my idea that I came up with, free-spirited girl falls in love with hardworking, focused CEO. She teaches him to love life, he teaches her about family and the joy of settling down. I really don't love this idea right now, but the thing that happens with me when I'm writing a story is I alter the story as I go along. And I actually kind of love that I have no idea where this video is going to go. Usually I have a bit more of an idea of a story before I sit down and start pounding it out. This is just going to be me figuring out what the story is. I kind of start with images, so I'm going to start with that. And the image that I kind of see is her doing something crazy and him driving through traffic on a gloomy, rainy day to work. Well, let's give him a name first. Channing, Craig, Fred. Christopher? You know what, we're gonna name him Jason. Jason is a successful business owner who chased his dream with a passion. Although he's still single at the age of, we'll make him 45, that's not too old. He never lost sight of what was truly important and is surrounded by friends and family galore. Totally. Whereas she, Georgia, because I have a box of Georgia peaches, is a backpacker who has traveled the world, held almost every job imaginable. Wow, I spelled that right in the first try. No, I didn't. Though she has lived life to the fullest, still rather young at the age of 25. So there's an age gap there. Traveling has kept her from building any serious relationships. How do they meet? Georgia has never been a secretary, but has always wanted to try it out. She gets an interview with Jason's company and is hired. One of the things I do when I'm writing is I pull from other short stories or daydreams or things like that that I've had or come up with. The problem is I have no idea where this story is going. Like, obviously they like fall in love or whatever, but it's not very interesting to me. Okay, wait. I just thought of an idea. I wonder if I can actually find this story. Story of the fisherman and the salesman.
There once was a businessman who was sitting by the beach in a small Brazilian village. As he sat, he saw a Brazilian fisherman rowing a small boat towards the shore, having caught quite a few big fish. The businessman was impressed and asked the fisherman, "How long does it take you to catch so many fish?" The fisherman replied, "Oh, just a short while." "Then why don't you stay longer at sea and catch even more?" The businessman was astonished. "This is enough to feed my whole family," the fisherman says. The businessman then asked, "So what do you do for the rest of your day?" The fisherman replied, "Well, I usually wake up early in the morning, go out to sea and catch a few fish, then go back and play with my kids. In the afternoon I take a nap with my wife, and evening comes, I join my buddies in the village for a drink. We play guitar, sing, and dance throughout the night." The businessman offered a suggestion to the fisherman. I am a PhD in business management. I could help you to become a more successful person. From now on, you should spend more time at sea and try to catch as many fish as possible. When you've saved enough money, you could buy a bigger boat and catch even more fish. Soon you will be able to afford to buy more boats, set up your own company, your own production plant for canned food, and distribution network. By then, you will have moved out of this village and to Sao Paulo. Paulo? I have no idea how to say that. Sao Paulo? That word right there. Where you can set up HQ to manage your other branches. The fisherman continues. And after that, the businessman laughs heartily. And after that, you can live like a king in your own house, and when the time is right, you can go public and float your shares in the stock exchange, and you will be rich. The fisherman asks. And after that, the businessman says, after that, you can finally retire. You can move to a house by the fishing village, wake up early in the morning, catch a few fish, then return home to play with your kids, have a nice afternoon nap with your wife, and when the evening comes, you can be joined with your buddies for a drink, play guitar, sing, and dance throughout the night. The fisherman was puzzled. Isn't that what I'm doing now?
What if the moral was, you don't have to know what is out there to appreciate what you already have? I love that moral because it's very easy to get caught up in the promise, especially in America, of this like the American dream and stuff. So maybe instead of him being like some huge CEO, he just owns like a small business. Hard-working, focused CEO. How about hard-working business owner? And obviously he loves life, so I'm going to take that she teaches him to love life off. He teaches her about family and the joy of settling down. I want them both to bring their own thing into the relationship. He teaches him about living life to the fullest. What stands out about Jason to Georgia?
And then also what stands out to Jason. No, what stands out about Georgia to Jason. My goodness. What in the world? Okay.
As of all stories, what is the point? In this one, it's not really a save the world thing. So not really saving those people, because either of those people could go on living exactly the life they're living without, without there being a problem. What if she's seen the world, and seeing the world has made her depressed about that poverty is everywhere, that death is everywhere, the kind of being so caught up in the big picture that she lost the little picture. Typical me style. I would change this entire story to her being some sort of hired mercenary, and he's like mayor. Oh my goodness, I actually am like obsessed with the story way more. So he's trying to make a difference. So mayor of a town, trying to make a difference, making a difference in one person's life has an impact on the rest of the world. But even if it doesn't, it still makes a difference in the world of that person. Hired mercenary has seen the bigger picture, tried to make a difference for the rest of the world. Let's say he says this actually. If I could choose between one good devoted senator, just like an all-around good chap, and 100 good hardworking citizens, I would choose the citizens. It is them that are the backbone of society. One great ruler does not make a great nation, just as one corrupt ruler cannot make a corrupt nation. It is each individual and how they choose to live their lives. She's so free-spirited, more like a big dreamer. It's awful, but premise, nobody's gonna see this, except for everybody who watches this, which is not, if we're being honest, not that many people. Of changing the world, falls in love with the mayor of a small town. He teaches her about the importance of on a small scale. Two things could happen. One, she settles down there with him. Or two, she sparks in him the old visions, become president, or things like that. But that kind of throws our moral out the window, so we'd have to come up with a different moral. But I kind of like the moral that we have. She teaches him not to forget the people outside his bubble. So, Jason is not a successful business owner. Jason is the mayor of a small town. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see what we have right now. We have the moral. You don't have to know what is out there to appreciate what you already have. And I'm actually going to remove this. If you save one person, that's a start to changing the world. What's the point of saving the world if you lose one soul? One-liner. Girl with big dreams of changing the world falls in love with the mayor of a small town. He teaches her about the importance of making a difference on a small scale. She teaches him not to forget the people outside his bubble. characters. Trying to make a difference, making a difference in one person's life has an impact on the rest of the world, but even if it doesn't, it still makes a difference in the world of that person. Starfish story. If I could choose between one good, devout, hardworking senator and 100 good, devout, hardworking citizens, I would choose the citizens. It is them that are the backbone of society. One great ruler does not make a great nation, just as one corrupt ruler cannot make a corrupt nation. It is each individual and how they choose to live their life. Georgia backpacker has seen the bigger picture, tried to make a difference for the rest of the world, but has seen death, starvation, disease, corruption everywhere she's been. Therefore, she has a hard time understanding the point in making a difference in just one person's life. How do they meet / why is she in this small town? What is the end of the story? My question would be, how do I show the moral? Well, the first one kind of speaks for itself. Maybe she falls in love before she realizes like what he does for a living. I don't know. Tune in next time to find out where this goes.
And that's episode 1, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, but I hope you all get to see sort of the inside thought that gets put into even just the beginning of a book and how much thought goes into that. If you all enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you would like to see more, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I would love to hear your feedback in the comments down below. Until next time, bye!